Speaking of weird TikTok genres, another thing that Jamie French exposed me to was this concept of Watertok.
What?
Oh yeah.
And Watertok is basically a whole genre on TikTok of people who basically take bottles of water and add flavoring to it to help them hydrate throughout the day, because good old plain water, it's kind of hard to like drink it as much as you need to.
This water's from Fiji.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
but Watertok is this whole thing about just adding flavoring to water so that you drink more of it throughout the day. And on its surface, it seems very kind of non-controversial. But there are people out there who are attacking Watertalkers by saying, like, it's not water, it's juice. Why don't you just call it juice? And they get really upset about stuff. And Jamie, again, link in the description. You have a great video about this.
Thank you.
I have not watched this video. This is new to me. So
okay.
I gotta
Just
watch it later.
prepare to be quite surprised.
So what can you tell us about Watertok and the controversy surrounding it?
It started on TikTok with these women who would, like you said, put like these sugar-free flavor packets in their water, and they started making all different concoctions. Like, I'm going to do a Skittles packet and a, vanilla, and making all these like pina colada flavors and what have you. And they started getting views, and it became a trend. Everybody who does it has to have these specific like Stanley tumblers with a handle. And people have taken it to the utmost extreme. I mean, they have these stations set up in their houses, like their water station, where they have these ice makers.
Well, like their Martha Stewart or something?
Yeah, worse.
Oh, my God.
And, all of these like sugar-free syrups. Everything is sugar-free. It's very diet culture-y. And the lady who is like most well-known for it, she had bariatric surgery, and I think she lost 200 pounds or something. And drinking these flavored waters like really helped her stick to her post-operative plan. And it became this wholesome trend where people were drinking more water. So naturally, the other half of the internet got mad about it.
Didn't turn into a thing.
Yeah.
It's like, this is my beef and blue cheese flavored water.
There's some flavors that are gross. And it's very divisive. Half the people are supportive and think it's great, and the other half are ticked. Like, you cannot call that water. You have to call it juice. So it was interesting enough for me to create a whole video, because there was that many TikTok videos I could reference. And
that's pretty wild.
Yeah,
I mean, personally, I get tired of pouring in old water.
Mm-hmm.
And they all taste the same. And now we have special, magnetized water and shit, right? So
the alkaline water,
ion water and all that. Yeah,
this water came from an asteroid from space.
Limited edition.
Yeah, limited edition
liquid
water.
death. It's got a really
gold edition water.
Oh yeah, liquid death. Yeah, and so I really.
I got liquid death. I got a whole case of it.
What about box water? Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole thing. But what was weird to me about this is like, after watching your video, I was like, I've been doing this for like years. Like they have like, so it started off with me when I was doing my really restrictive dieting like decades ago. And I would get like sparkling water, and I would take some of the root beer flavored stevia and drop it in there, and it made it taste just like root beer.
Same.
And like it was better for you because it didn't have like all like the chemicals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And even nowadays, like I get like the Crystal Light like singles, and I'll put them in like my bottle of water.
I can confirm, if you go to his house and go into his kitchen in his island, he has a station set up. It's got like 6 or 7 different little
you have a Watertok station
packets, and one's like lemon and lime and watermelon and straw, and he has all these different kinds and liquid IVs and Mios and like
so
6 it's crazy. And
yet another thing that you've already been doing that you might as well just film.
I had no idea it was actually a thing. And like, so I am a diabetic, and so like I can't drink like regular juices or sugary stuff. So a lot of my stuff is just like, like Coke Zero and water with like sugar-free flavoring in it. And liquid IV, like the regular liquid IVs have a ton of sugar in them.
11 grams.
Yeah. It's like 14 at its highest. But then like they just came out just recently with like new sugar-free versions that have like 3 grams, and so like I've been testing those out, and those are really good. But it is interesting because like this all goes back to like, if you squeeze lemon in your water, like technically you're water talking. But I found that like when you put lime juice in your soda, in your like diet soda or whatever, it actually helps to detoxify you because like those enzymes from like the citrus actually help filter your kidneys and stuff like that. So if you're going to be drinking soda, even though soda is bad for you, if you put some lime or lemon in it, it actually makes it much better.
Makes
for you.
it better for you.
Yeah,
You put stuff in your sugar water. That's good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I was just surprised at like how far some of these water talkers go. Like Jaime, like you featured this one lady who has like the apocalypse pantry
like
of
a bunker.
Yeah, she has like a bunker full of like these like flavorings and stuff, and they're all like organized and like it looks like something out of like a prepper's show, but like for Watertok.
Yeah, it looks like that show. What was it? Doomsday Preppers.
Yeah.
Do they do things where they like mix special packets with different kinds of brands of water?
Not
It's
necessarily
like,
brands.
what goes best with Fiji?
Yeah, I've never seen anyone care about the brand of water, but they make special concoctions with different packets. But to me, having that much is for views because that's going to expire. I don't know how long. I don't know the shelf life, but I would imagine no one human being is going to go through all those packets in 10 years.
But it's not just packets; it's like sugar-free syrups. It's like all types of fruit and stuff.
When I was a kid, we had this stuff called Kool-Aid. That was really good. Just stuff with sugar and water, right?
A few people.
What is Kool-Aid?
but now you got like what's his name, Logan Paul, or what's his brother's name? Jake Paul. So you have like Jake Paul who has like the Prime stuff,
That's
the energy drink, or Logan Paul. Yeah, thanks. So Logan Paul has like the Prime stuff, and like they sell those in singles too, and like you just see all these like new like single flavoring packets out there, and some of them are full of sugar and some of them are sugar free. But I always kind of stick to the Crystal Light stuff because I've tried the other things and they're not as good.
I don't know. Flavored water is good, but I would much rather have liquid crank in a can. It's like get some G Fuel or something out there.
Or Loco.
Yeah.
What's the brand that you bought that you really like?
Of water?
No, the little flavors.
Oh, Element, the electrolyte packets. Yeah, I like it better than Liquid IV because, like you said, Liquid IV has a ton of
aren't
sugar.
those like a Gatorade? Like they're made by Gatorade?
Oh, are they? It's like the letters LMNT. I saw a bunch of carnivore people.
Oh no, like those are salt actually.
Yeah.
They're flavored salt. Yeah.
Yeah, electrolytes.
Yeah.
Salt, magnesium, potassium.
Yeah, I've used those before. I didn't find them very flavorful, and they're kind of overpriced, in my opinion.
Oh, I think the salt's awful. I can't do it.
It's just like Liquid IV.
Yeah, but when I take a drink, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, what is that?
Yeah, he always accidentally drinks mine when he's not expecting it. But what a weird thing to become controversial. There's people on TikTok who are doing terrible things, and this whole corner of the internet is mad at women for making flavored water. It's wild.
That's pretty crazy.
And what's weird to me is like the people who are mad about it are just mad about the semantics. They're like, technically, you're turning that into juice. It's no longer water. It's like, by your definition, soda is water, because it's got water in it. Just because it has water in it doesn't mean it's water. So like, you should be calling your stuff juice talk instead of water talk. And like, they get really indignant about it.
There was serious videos of people being like, the reason why this is problematic is because if we're going to call this water, then what, who's to say that we aren't going to call this? Like they made it a very serious, like it was a big problem, got tons of support. Like, yes, call them out. It was the worst.
One comment's like, yeah, they're Trump supporters. And that comment
it literally
turns into a
that.
whole like right-left thing. Yeah.
But at least it's just packets of flavor, right?
Packets and syrups.
So they're not like, like he's not going to come home and open up the fridge. There's going to be a water jug full of cucumbers and water and gross stuff like that in there, right?
I have that in my house.
Not in my house.
I have one of those. I have one of those water jugs with like fruit and crap in it. Yeah.
I'm always like, why is there vegetables in my water? It's to make it taste better. It's like, I don't want vegetable water. It's gross.
It only tastes good for like 3 hours, and then the rind starts to turn the whole thing bitter.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
I use strawberries.
Water, please?
Oh, strawberries is a good idea.
Yeah, I put strawberries and a little bit of liquid IV and liquid caffeine.
Well, your water channeling, whatever the hell it's called.
Brian, like you famously like to drink energy drinks.
Where's your tower behind you?
You used to have a tower of Red Bull cans behind you. So does Watertok just turn you off completely because like you're such a energy drink fiend?
Yeah, it does. So I've already done the Watertok thing. I did it before it was cool. And now what I do is I do the green tea thing. So I get, I'll brew a bunch of green tea, like a stupid amount, so that it has a lot of caffeine in it. And then I'll, like I said, I'll throw strawberries and half a, in like a gallon, like literally about a gallon of brewed green tea. I'll refrigerate it, then I'll throw about half a packet of liquid IV and a bunch of strawberries in it. And it's like my own little Panera charger or something. And I drink that, I drink it all day, dude. And I'm saving money on Red Bull, and I am constantly caffeinated.
Do you still have that that subscription service to Panera where you can go there and basically get like as many drinks as you want?
I do.
I have a coworker who has that. And every day he comes to work with his green tea.
$10 a month, dude. $10 a month. I'm never getting rid of this thing. I can go in there every hour on the hour and get a massive 48-ounce Panera charger for free. This thing, it's I could walk there. It's so close to my house. It'd be stupid of me not to have this. I mean, I'm saving so much money. It's ridiculous.
You need to TikTok yourself doing that.
Yeah.
You can call it charger talk.
Monopoly,
you know what the problem with the chargers are? If you look at like the fine print on their advertisements, it says limit 1 charger per day per medical. Dude, I've had like 12 of these giant 48-ounce things a day. Easily. I go in there every couple hours when I'm editing video. I have another channel where I edit a ridiculous amount of video. And I just walk in there and I just, they know me now. I just grab a cup, fill it up, and leave. And
is it like an energy drink? What is it?
It has about it's a lemonade. It's green tea and lemonade, and it has a lot of artificially added caffeine. And people were drinking these before. They didn't realize how much caffeine it had, and they figured out that it has like several cups of coffee worth of caffeine in one of these things.
And you drink multiple a day?
Oh, I have easily 8 to 12 of these a day.
When Brian detoxes, when it's time for him to detox, we need to just put him in a padded room and lock the door.
Isolation.
Oh,
Be
man.
careful, Brian.
Yeah. Well, a couple
dehydration.
Like, we'll see
when I go on vacation, I don't drink caffeine, and my wife is pissed because I'm like this.
Itchy.
I'm like just a blob. I have no energy, dude. I can't even I walk upstairs and I'm winded.
How do you deal with that? How do you deal with the headaches?
Oh no, yeah. No, I don't get headaches. I just get really tired.
I get headaches.
Yeah.
I don't get withdrawal the same way. I'm just really tired the entire time. If I'm not drinking caffeine, I'm tired.
Your body just has enough caffeine stored in it that
my liver is still feeding caffeine.
No, Brian, this is called adrenal fatigue. I think the 12 of them a day are exhausting your adrenal glands.
And your
I'm
kidneys.
sure.
You might want to get that checked out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sit the next few rounds out.
Hey guys, if you could do me a quick favor, if you like this episode and it tickles your fancy or any other episode that we've done in the past, share it on social media and tag us in that post so that we know you're talking about us, and we will immediately jump onto that app and we will respond to your tag, and we can talk about what you like about the episode and possibly talk about something that we might want to cover in the future. And we would love to bring you in our community. We have a wonderful Discord app as well. There's a bunch of people in there that just love chatting with us. And we'd love to hear from you. So if you like this podcast, tag us in that post and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you guys so much. Back to the podcast.
I mean, dude, I'll edit for like 20 hours a day sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have no choice. Like we have to get things out, and like we got sponsors and stuff. So I gotta get it done. And I'll often get like all the scripts and everything so late that I have no choice than just to be up for a couple of days. And without those chargers, man, I don't know.
It's that YouTube lifestyle.
Be better off popping an Adderall than doing that.
I've been
when I go back to Red Bull, you guys need to get stock in that company because I'm gonna buy a lot.
Do you also drink water? I'm concerned.
Oh yeah, I drink a lot of water. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus the 40 gallons of tea a day.
I thought Nick was the worst with how many he drinks a day, but that's
for every green tea I drink a water too. I actually like Liquid Death. That's my favorite water.
those
You know why? It's easy, man. You just grab a can, open it up, and drink. It's in the fridge.
I do feel more like a man when I drink water out of a Liquid Death
cool.
can.
Cool looking.
Look at this can. It's badass.
Whoa, I got a tall boy of water. Mountain Spring tall boy.
I can remember when you guys have brought those into the studio before, and I'm like, it's water. You're like, yeah, it's just water. I'm like, but
that's all it is.
Okay.
I'm telling you, what they really need to do is they need to make a special limited edition of Liquid Death, but they need to fill it from the corpse water out of Lake Mead.
Oh no!
Yeah, because they're always pulling dead bodies out of Lake Mead.
Oh, fun!
You know, from like 40 years ago when the mobsters put them in barrels and dumped them out. You've heard.
Doesn't like 30% of California's water come from Lake Mead?
That's something. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no, we're gonna be there in 2 days.
Makes a lot of sense.
Look for skeletons coming out of the.
Right. I'm just gonna drink Liquid Death.
Well, Liquid Death was smart because I mean Aquafina's not making hats and hoodies, you know.
Aquafina.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Mr. Miyagi of actors.
Yeah, no one's wearing an Aquafina hat.
Well, isn't Aquafina just tap water, or is that Desante? Like New York Desante?
I thought we were talking about the water Aquafina. I'm going to the comedian.
I was wondering. I was like,
it's like I forgot about Aqua. That's like the worst water, right?
Oh, it is the worst.
I love it.
It's his favorite. It sucks all the moisture out of my mouth.
Yeah, she does Ice Mountain, and I can't stand that.
It's like that water is not wet enough.
There's chemicals in it. Oh my god, it's bad.
It's like I grew up on a farm drinking well water with nothing in it, just water from the earth. That's what I grew up on. It's great, cold, like glacier cold water.
For some reason, it had calories. I don't know why.
You know? So to this day, I can't drink tap water. I don't drink tap water.
Well, what's crazy about
I don't even like to brush my teeth.
Why is your water thick, Vader?
What is crazy about Aquafina and Desante is like you'll drink it and it'll make you more thirsty. It's like the Chinese food of water.
Yeah,
it's got so many chemicals in it that it actually like does the opposite of hydrate you. It's crazy.
No, Dasani too.
Yeah. Like the whole controversy surrounding Dasani water is like it's just tap water in New York. Like they just turn on the spigot from like the public waterworks in New York and bottle it and then sell it to you for like $7-8.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I chugged a liter of it yesterday.
I mean, right now I'm drinking
New York water,
rainfall, filtered through ancient volcanic rocks.
Well, the crazy thing about Fiji water is like when they bottle it like under the water. So like the water that you're drinking from that stuff has never met air until you crack it open.
That's incredible.
Really?
Which is why it tastes so pure.
It's pure.
You know a lot of stuff about bottled water.
Well,
He probably researched it.
Yeah.
He watched the Zac Efron documentary on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Well, there was a time when I would drink nothing but Fiji water, and so I researched all types of stuff.
Fiji
Yeah,
water.
it was very bougie. Yeah. And now we offer it here at the studio.
Every time I leave, I come in, do some stuff every day, and I'll leave and I'm going to steal one of the waters. It's like, you don't have to steal it. You just have to drink it. It's okay.
I'm like, it's there for people to drink.
No, man, it's like $8 a bottle of water. It's like, no, it's not. But, it's because at the casino I work at, they always give all the high rollers Fiji water.
Oh.
Then they
get the wetter water.
And they write it off at like $12 a bottle. It's ridiculous.
Well, what's crazy, Jamie, is like right down the street here, there's like a little pop shop. It's like a little drive-through, like soda shop type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I saw that.
Yeah, and they're completely Watertok. It's like you can go in there and get a 40-ounce like water with like any type of flavoring in it. It's crazy. And like it,
do they do carbonation?
Yeah, they do carbonation. They do tonic water. They do all types of stuff. They do soda. So like you can basically get anything you want there. But I've gone there occasionally and gotten like a large like water with sugar-free flavorings in it, and it's basically juice. But like it, they can put in they can put in milk and purees and like all types of stuff.
Let's go,
and,
babe.
Yeah, it's my own little like drive-through Watertok establishment.
You never see Kadish without his pop shop 44-ounce styrofoam cup anymore.
You can make a whole TikTok account using this place.
Yep, you just totally can.
You guys should change your name to Water Talking. The store,
the salty water talk.
Hashtag.
Yeah, it could be the opposite of what was that store we saw yesterday? It was everything but water.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
And so I asked him, it was called Everything But Water. And I was like, would you be embarrassed if I walked in there and been like, you guys sell water? He goes, he's like, oh yeah, they probably laugh. And I was like, no, I guarantee you that.
But make sure you videotape it.
Yeah.
Well, have you guys run into the oxygen bars yet?
I think, yeah, at the Venetian, when we were coming out of those like shops that have the clouds, There was
I
a
like the oxygen bar.
With some flavored air.
yeah.
All right.
I mean, I don't know if it's mental or what, but like I definitely felt energized. I did it in the morning one time during the STLV conference. And
I feel like those are like the biggest scams
Would you
here
like,
in
would
Vegas.
you like some cocaine air?
I feel like they are too, but I definitely get energy after the oxygen bar.
Yeah, but you're also hopped up on like 12 cups
That's
of
true.
caffeine.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
just me breathing is enough to activate my liver's
This
caffeine
town is so
stores.
weird. My favorite is this like, you want to go freeze your ass off and drink some vodka and ice
At
bar?
the ice bar.
It's like,
yeah.
no, I don't. That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah.
I like to be warm. I don't want to be cold.
Well, that's
Shaking burns
interesting.
calories.
It's interesting you like to be warm because it is 1 degree in here.
Are you cold?
Mm.
Aren't you guys?
No, I'm perfectly comfortable.
Oh.
We need to like make a note.
He's a polar bear, dude. Like,
We are Las Vegas locals.
I
And so like
see.
this
Yeah.
is this is our average like comfortable temperature. The minute we step outside, it's like, oh God, it's so hot.
Sure. Well, we're from Missouri and it's miserably hot there too and
Yeah.
humid.
Yeah.
So I would.
Yeah,
you would
this
think
is
it-
nothing
It's-
compared to
it's-
St. Louis.
It's a
Yeah.
dry.
Yeah, like you guys are here at the downturn of a heat wave. Like a couple weeks ago, it was like literally like 120, 130 degrees every day.
Mm.
And we need to keep it cool in here to keep the equipment, kind of like at a good temperature as well. But one of the selling points of our studio is like, hey, you come in, it's got air conditioning.
Nice and cool.
You can record while the air conditioning is on, because a lot of studios in town are in these like mini warehouses, and they have to turn the air, the swamp coolers off in order to record. So it's quiet enough to do it, and then it gets like super hot. People are just sitting there sweating and miserable.
It's like our house.
Yep.
We have to turn the AC off when I want to shoot at our house.
It's like my girlfriend, fiance, who's a voice actress. She has to turn off the air in order to like record in her home studio as well.
Mm.
And it's pretty miserable. And so like when we set up the studio, we're like, we have to make sure that the air is on all the time so that, we're not sweating our asses
Right.
off while
Yeah.
we're recording. Because nothing's worse than having to like do a live stream or recording and you're just hot and,
Yeah.
and sweaty
Mm.
and uncomfortable. It's terrible.
Yeah, cold is better. I prefer it this way.
So
Yeah.
did you guys build this wall?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
No.
Because I had to go back through and insulate because we had open ceilings and I painted it. We thought that looked nice, but then when she started filming, I couldn't even walk. So,
I would call him.
No
No, can you
AC,
stop walking?
don't walk.
Yeah, it was crazy when we had our home studio. Like we had like high vaulted ceilings at home, and we had to figure out ways to like keep the echo down and stuff like that. So like we sound treated our little like my dining room, I guess I should say.
I do miss the landscapers a little bit.
Yeah, like in the
as
middle
soon
of
as
our
we hit
recording
record.
session, without fail, every week, the gardeners for our neighbor would come by and just like start like up their loud equipment. It was a nightmare.
Same. We
Yeah.
live by a church, have the same thing.
But water.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Water's good.
Got off topic.
We got to figure out the official salty nerd water flavor.
Mhm.
Come out with your own brand.
I think that element it's salt. So
Yeah.
just put it in there.
Hey guys, if you like this podcast, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and comment below on your favorite video as well. That goes a long way with helping us boost our channel and get out there in front of more people. And it lets YouTube know that we're doing something right. And if you want to catch us live, we go live 2 times a week, once on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific time and on Tuesdays at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. So join us there in the chat. We will see you on the live stream. Stay salty.